my day-to-day right now is
Goddamn.
consumed with calling games,
Mm-hmm.
the 19 different podcasts I feel like I have, my obligations to all of our partners. My focus is on the NBA Finals. I will say that. In terms of Shams, that will be addressed once the season is over. So I'll just say that.
Mm.
So that rumor will be addressed once the season is over. What does that mean, JJ Redick? So, so I think the thing to note here is to become the franchise's next coach is what Woj had was the breaking news. That was the headline, right? They're targeting UConn's Dan Hurley to become the franchise's next coach. Now, this could work in a weird way. Oh, did I just fucking... Oh, I swapped those. My bad. All right. Anyway, so in a weird way, I think this kind of this could be both of these things could be true is what I'm trying to say. In a weird way, meaning maybe they actually hired the guy who's had coaching experience in college in Dan Hurley. And they also get a JJ Redick on board as like the head assistant coach. And at least from the outside looking in, knowing how college coaches have performed in the NBA, they haven't been that great. Historically. But it kind of sets it sets the stage for JJ Redick to quietly get some experience while they see if this guy really got it or not, being Dan Hurley. But the easy alley-oop of we could just get rid of Dan Hurley because JJ Redick is already on the staff. That could be the play that they have because they understand, or they've even heard the backlash with regards to the lack of experience that JJ Redick has. So they come up with this game plan where, all right, we could hire a candidate that kind of makes sense and allow JJ to get on the job experience, expedite his experience, because you would basically have two rookie NBA coaches on your staff. And it's just, for me, it was weird the way that JJ had responded to that. You know, it'll be addressed after the finals as if he has news to break. Right, which leads me to believe that maybe there really is something going on, unless they're really pulling our fucking leg. Well, then kudos to them, because I love a good prank. So kudos to them. But yeah, I don't see college coaches doing super well in the NBA, and I don't think Dan Hurley is going to be much of a difference. They've never heard anyone really rave about his coaching, and translating that to the pro level is a whole nother thing. Because you got to think, right? A college coach, there's still a lot of teaching. There's a lot of basic stuff that they still go over, as opposed to an NBA coach that expects you to know certain things and you just kind of go through these plays and concepts, and that's the basis of it. It's a totally different coaching experience, and I think that's why they don't translate, because if you talk to a grown man with family and that gets paid to do this for a living, that's been in the NBA longer than you've coached in the NBA, and you speak to them as if they're a college kid, they're going to have a problem with that, and they're not going to respond to you. They will respectfully respond to you if you don't cross the line, but they're not going to respond in their game. And that's why we've seen guys, Calipari went to the NBA, went back down. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a certain style that lives in college, and a style that lives in the NBA. And this leads me to, obviously the topic that I had on before, which is the new Lakers versus the old Lakers. The old Lakers was all about getting, getting talent and building it up, and then signing, using their money because of where they are, sign free agents to be able to add some pieces or whatnot. Or in the Shaq case, just go out and get a star. Right? They just bought a star because they got the pockets for it. And to see the coaching that the coaching news that they've been going through lately makes me feel as if this is a new version of the Lakers. This is not the Lakers of old that they always just made decisions. The only time I remember where it really dragged on was when it was with Kobe. When, he was considering going to Chicago, going to the Clippers, going to all these other places. But outside of that, every decision has been, pretty quick. And it's not this roulette, of names that get thrown out there, and a bunch of them not having a big name. The biggest name having no NBA coaching experience. So yeah, it's puzzling to me. It's puzzling to me why they wouldn't look for like a Mark Jackson, JJ Redick combination, or something like that, where you get a former coach, but someone that's watching these games consistently, evolving with the game, even though they probably have some older ideals. Bring in a younger, newer generation thought process like a JJ Redick, and combine and mesh those two, and hopefully they could come up with unique things to be able to counteract some of the more high-powered offenses and defenses that we have in the league. But the Lakers seem to be going a different direction. They are rebuilding their coaching staff while they have veteran stars. They don't have young stars that could grow with the staff. They have veteran stars that are expected to win now. So the fact that they're going in this direction is just very, very mind-blowing to me.